Well, hey guys, here's a quick update on what's been going on around here. We had to take the tires off of Crystal's Jeep and get new ones, so I'm not really too sure what we're going to do with these. There's not very much tread on them. I think what we might do is turn them into flower pots. You know, put them on the ground, fill them up with dirt, and plant stuff in them. We got ourselves one of these. Nice little car jack. They were on sale down there at Harbor Freight, and so far this has turned out to be a pretty useful little item for us. And this is what we've done with the deck. The plan was to put a big chunk of concrete underneath here. What, Ashley? You're screwing up my video. Yeah, go on now. Yeah, you. But anyway, so I had all that dug out and we had it propped up, and you know, like I said, the plan was to put concrete under there. Well, then I started realizing that regardless of whether I put concrete under there or I put wood cinders underneath there, this thing is still gonna sink over years. So I decided to put just wood cinders underneath there, and we stacked them and layered them. But the concrete, if you guys remember how this concrete was set up, and the problem I was having with it is that in the concrete itself, they had taken these big steel girders, you know, scaffolding or whatever the heck this stuff is, and used that as rebar inside this concrete. So it was really difficult to take apart. Well, the way this concrete was set up was that we had an angle right here, and we had, the way the cracks were looking is that there was one here, and then another one right here. Well, after I had busted up the concrete, pulled out one, drug them all over on the other side of the property, when it came to this one, once I pulled this one out, or the next one, which was going this way, I realized that, wait a second, according to the cracks, there should be one going this way. Well, there wasn't. What they had done is that they had laid one going lengthwise, and this area right here had no rebar or anything like that in it. So we had 3 of these inside this concrete. We had one, let me back up a little bit. We had one of these going this way, another one going this way, and then another one going this way. And I thought there was one here, and then one here. But this one wasn't going this direction, it was going this direction. So when I started busting the hell out of all this stuff and pulling it out with my truck, I had to break apart our actual sidewalk. See that? And they've got the same thing in the sidewalk too. So I finally got it all moved out of here, and we built up the cinders and put cinder blocks under here and right there, and they're going at an angle. There's one going length this way, and this one's going this way, and then we've got one of these girders on top. Then I grabbed some more of those cinders and stuck them in here, and then brought the rocks over. I need to get some more get another cinder, put it right here, make it come up to this point, then go over, so I can grab that pile and bring that over, and then make some other pretty stuff around for the outside here. And if you can see, I painted around this platform with some white paint so it stands out at night, so we're not tripping over this thing trying to walk up onto our deck. So far the deck is pretty solid. Now I'll come over here and I'll show you the huge chunks of concrete. All I did is just hook onto them with my truck and drag them over here. My neighbor helped me out with 2 of them. And yeah, that's what we got sitting here. And what I want to do someday, there's another neighbor down the street that might be able to help me out with this, is I want to move these up closer, take these ones and put them next to it, so that way it actually acts as like a car thing. You know, I can park my truck on top of them. But you know, these things are super omega heavy, and you know, this ain't something you can do by yourself. You got to have power equipment to move this stuff around. And for those of you who remember, a few months ago over on my go-kart channel, somebody dropped this thing off and wanted me to fix it up for them and stuff like that. Well, That was 4 months ago, and they haven't come back for it. Now, since I did decide to use those big cinder blocks instead of building up forms and everything, we're going to use all this stuff and maybe make some forms in here, put down some plastic and build some forms in here, and actually make some concrete steps. Or not steps, but some concrete pads for out there. Now for the garden, yeah, weeds have slowly started taking over everything. We got to get out here and freak out on this. But we've got onions growing. We've got carrots. We have some other stuff on that very last mound right there, not too sure. The corn. I don't know what the deal is with the dang corn, but it has just done nothing. I mean, it seems to be still kind of growing, but it's just sneaking along. I mean, this chunk right here fell over. I don't understand why. I mean, there's no hoof marks or cat poop or anything like that in here, so the cats haven't been getting in here. Deer haven't been getting in here. The beans are going all right. We've got lettuce right there, and we've got lettuce right there. That big plant right here, that's a sunflower. But the lettuce seems to be doing, wow, really good. I'm gonna have to have Crystal come out here and start picking that stuff. Wow. And the rhubarb is just freaking out. We thought this tree was dying. That little tree right there, we thought that thing was dying, but now it's got these little sprouts that are sprouting up. So I'm thinking what I'll probably do is get in there with some cutters and actually cut the tree down lower, so whatever nutrients the dead part's taking is going to be reverted over to the new parts right here. So yeah. But anyways, guys, that's just a quick update on what's been going on around here. There's times when we're busy, and then when we're not busy, we're just chilling out, and I'm not really, and with the go-kart channel, I don't know, I'm just not very enthused about that channel anymore, because I just see lots of abandonment, and everybody's going off to other channels and watching their crap, and then there's a lot I could say, and a lot of stupid stuff that's happening that shouldn't be happening. But yeah, so I just thought I'd throw this up and let you guys know what's going on. That turned out pretty decent. I like that. But now we got to do a few other little things to kind of add some cosmetic niceness to this area. But anyways, guys, tell me what you think about this. I know concrete would have been better putting under here, but considering that this whole area is nothing but clay, it doesn't really matter whether I put concrete or wood or foam or bricks or whatever. No matter what, it's always going to sink. So I put in the stuff that, you know, when it comes time to fix it, won't be too hard to get out of there. You know, fix it again. I've got some ideas on this area of the house. I'd kind of like to be able to put up some lattice and some arches here, you know, put up some, you know, but we'll see how far that goes. Alright guys, so I'll talk with you guys later. What could be wrong with our garden? Why is it just not, I mean, we're watering it, you know, and it just seems like the whole thing is just growing really, really, really slow. Except for, you know, the lettuce and the rhubarb, you know, but like the corn, geez. I've seen other people's videos, like Tough Dog's corn, you know, stuff's 4 feet high. You know, how come, you know, our corn we planted like 3 months ago and it's like 8 inches high. Like, what's going on here? I don't understand it. So, all right. Let me know what could be wrong with this thing.